So I made a video yesterday talking about T. Higgins' contract extension. How at this moment in time, I believe that this has been done for a couple days now. And that they just haven't released it yet because they're focusing on the draft. They're also focusing on getting number 9's contract done. And they're not going to release it until they get both of the players' contract extensions done with. And we already know that the Bengals have said, listen, Burrow's not going to be open and vocal about his contract extension. They're going to work on it behind closed doors, and they're going to handle it in a business professional manner, which, again, not every single team does, but most teams do, right? So that's not really unusual or weird to say. Now, for T. Higgins' contract extension, he has came out recently and talked about how that his agent is handling everything. He's focused on T. He just got back from vacation, and he's focusing on making the best T. Higgins possible, right? And then he posted how he had an amazing agent the other day, which sparked a lot of people, talking about, hey, listen, is this it? Is this official? Like, are you now a Houday Nation member for life? Like, what's the extension? Everyone wants to know what the numbers are. Then we had Zim Houday, who posted this, got the deal done, now got to work on 9, now we got to get 9 done. Obviously, got 5, because now T. Higgins is number 5. Deal done, now got to work on 9 done. And again, like I said, I truly do believe that this has been done for a couple of days now. Because I don't see, the Higgins / deal with the Bengals really taking that much too long to negotiate, right? At the end of the day, Joe Burrow's contract, that's going to take a long time to negotiate. You got to go back and forth, you want to make him the highest paid quarterback, but he also wants to keep the team, still together, so he can't take too much money, but he needs to take enough that he's worth, right? And it's just a whole entire back and forth type scenario, numbers being thrown back and forth, kind of coming together on one solid deal. While T, it's like, listen, I don't want to make $4 million next year. What am I going to make? And they say, hey, listen, you'll make $12 million next year. You make 16, and you make 20, then you make 24, and then so on and so on. And again, that could be a backloaded contract. It's very possible that ends up becoming a backloaded contract. But for right now, we don't have any official numbers on the T. Higgins extension, which is not really uncommon. Whenever extensions get done, not always are numbers released that same day. Sometimes released a couple days later, a week later, 2 weeks later, whatever the case. They're not usually always released that same day because, again, you have to get all the information of the extension. Especially a wide receiver position. It's not like a quarterback. Usually with a receiver, there's a lot of different incentives that can be based around that contract that can really, change things. For example, Odell Beckham signing with the Ravens, he signed a 1-year up to $18 million contract. But he has 5 voidable years in there. So they can spread out the money over 5 years and make it a $3 million a year for, 5 years, right? So they can change it around. And he also got a $15 million signing bonus, so there's ways you can work around contracts to avoid having to pay a player up front as much as, they might be worth. You can kind of finesse the system. That's why the salary cap, a lot of people say, like, oh, the salary cap is just an illusion. It's fake, right? Because you can always work around a salary cap. You're never really confined with a salary cap. You can't go too crazy, but you can kind of finesse the system. Nonetheless, though, again, like I said, I'm going to be interested to see when the actual info come out and what the contract looks like, because I'm going to guess, again, like I said before, I'm going to guess it's a 4-year extension. I'm going to guess around 12 first year, 14 second year, 17, and then 22. That would be my guess on a contract extension, but I'm going to be keeping eyes on all the sources we have, because every source I have has been telling me this contract extension has been done for a couple of days now, but at the same time, though, there's no official word on what's going to happen. Right here, the Panthers hosted cornerback Trey Flowers on a free agent visit. Flowers was drafted by Seattle in 2018 when Panther GM Scott Fitter was member of the Seahawks front office. So Trey Flowers, He obviously visited the Atlanta Falcons. Now he's visiting the now he's visiting the Panthers. So could he possibly leave, Cincinnati? It's very possible. I think at this moment in time, though, he's not going to. I think he will be signed after the draft. Or him or Eli Apple. Obviously, one of the two will be signed after the draft. But at this moment in time, we'll have to wait and see what ends up happening. But yeah, no, I'm excited. Very excited to see what this contract extension looks like. And then see what this whole Joe Burrow contract extension looks like. Again, I do believe we're going to see probably for Joe Burrow, $214,189,000 guaranteed. I think that's really what a lot of experts are kind of coming down to when it comes to that contract and what we can expect to see from that contract. So, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.